Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angel here, and today I'm going to show you this makeup look and how I achieved it. This is my go-to makeup look, and this is the makeup look that I usually go to every time I don't really have an inspiration of how I want to do my makeup that day, or this is how I do my makeup even when I go to church sometimes. This is just a simple smoky eye with a half cut crease. It's nothing too dramatic, but you gotta make sure that the highlight is popping. So watch through the end of this video to find out how I do this makeup look, and make sure you follow my Instagram, my makeup page. I will link them down below so that you guys know how I do my makeup, and every day I do my makeup differently. Even every day I don't even wear makeup because I'm not in school right now. But this is the makeup look that I did today, and I really hope you guys enjoy it because this is one of the first videos, one of the first videos of myself. My last video was with my friend, and I'll link that again down below if you haven't checked it out. But let's just go ahead and get to the video. Okay, so the first things that I do of my everyday makeup, I really make sure that my face is clean. If I do feel like I have excess makeup on from the previous night, I use my Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water with a cotton pad, and I just put that all over my face, and I did that prior to this video. So before I start my actual makeup, I make sure that my skin is prepped, my skin is moisturized. And what I use to moisturize is I use a simple replenishing rich moisturizer. This is really good. I feel like I could use this as primer almost, but I do have really dry skin, and this really moisturizes my face. And so right now, as I am massaging it into my face, it's becoming a little tacky, but I don't really bother about that. It doesn't really bother me. But while I let that dry, for my brows, I use the e.l.f. This is the Lock It On Liner and Brow Cream, so you can use it as liner, but I mainly just use it for my eyebrows, and this is in medium brown. I've used this for a really long time already, and I just use like an angled brow brush not from Amazon, but the brand is called Emax Design, and I just take a little bit and then I spread it on top of the cap of the pomade. I brush out my brows just so I know where to fill them, and I really take my time on my brows, and this takes about 5 minutes, even to 10 minutes. It really depends on how particular I am with my brows. I'm gonna do this off camera, and if you guys want to know an in-depth video of how I do my brows, feel free to leave in the comments so that I know that you guys are interested. Brows are done, and they look really bold and fierce, just because I don't have any eye makeup on. And this, I do admit that this is more bold than I usually go for. I usually go for, the faded brow kind of thing. I don't know why it's different, but I do carve out my brows with concealer, and the concealer that I use is the Maybelline Fit Me, and this one isn't fair, but I usually use the one in Sand, but they didn't have it in stock at the time, so I got fair. But it's fine. I mean, it's really good for highlighting, but I do recommend using the Sand. And I also use this to prime my lids. I use the same concealer, and I'm gonna blend it out with my this is the Quo. It's like a beauty blender, but I don't know what it calls, so a beauty blender. I just blend it out. I have 3 palettes right in front of me, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, but I'm going to show you my go-to makeup just because this is what I do when I'm in a rush or I have no inspiration whatsoever to do any kind of makeup look, I do this look, and it is kind of, you know, it is kind of bold, but it is in a way subtle, where you can wear it every day. And I have the blush nudes, by Maybelline, and also have the Balm Nude Dude Volume 2. So most of them are nudes. I do like the neutral look. It's just what works for me here in the blush nudes by Maybelline. I just use it with my finger just to lightly set it to use. I mainly use the nudes by Maybelline, and I use a fluffy brush to use as a transition. So I use this color right there. There's no name. It's like a light gray brown, and I just use that as a transition color right on my crease. Like, and this is what I usually do when I go to church or when I'm out and about. And when I'm in like a rush, I literally I skip the eyeshadow. I do everything else, like the base in my face, eyebrows and whatnot. I do the same, but I only put mascara just because I want to look awake and not dead. And then next, I take like a fluffy dense brush, and I usually take one of what color. I usually take this color or this brown, like a dark brown, and I use that in my, I don't know what it's called, but I'm gonna take this one today, tap any excess, and I do this in circular motions just to build up the color, not to in your face get that dark color. I built it up along my lash line just a bit, just to deepen up the color. Incorporate this in my go-to makeup look. I do like a half cut crease, and what that is that I just use the concealer and just carve it out like that, just halfway, just because I like to keep it matte and not all, you know, all smoky and whatnot. So I'm going to take the CoverGirl concealer, and this one is in light. This is like really light, and this is one of my favorites to carve it out. And so what I do is, because my lid, I think it's called monolid, or just, I forgot what it's called, but when I blink and I put product here, and if I look all the way up, it's gonna go all the way here. So what I do is that I test it out. I just put the product there, and then I look up, and you see how it transferred all the way up there? That's when I know when to stop, and that's when I know that if I just put it on my lid, it's not gonna, you know, transfer. So what I do is I start from the inner corner, go all the way to where it ends, then just fill it in. Even when I open my eyes, you could still see the color. Do one of the darker shades. I use the blending brush, and I go back and I use the lighter one. You know how I use this one to begin with, and it's obviously darker. I'm going to use the lighter brown in this palette, and I am just going to blend, well, I'm getting so white, blend it seamlessly into the cut crease so that there's no harsh line. I do have, like I said in the beginning, I have really dry skin, and I just use like a half pump of this. This is really saturated, and it's not like a silicone, or it is like a silicone-y feeling, but it is more on, I do tend to feel that it's kind of oily, but it does do the job of keeping your makeup last long and hydrating your face. But I use the e.l.f. Foundations. I think these are like, I forgot what they're called, but they're the e.l.f. foundations, and one is in Sand and one is in Buff. So what I do is I take Sand, put that on the back. I think this pump is broken. Anyways, I take a little bit of sand, put that in the back of my hand, and then I take like a half pump of buff because this is really dark on me. And sand used to be my color, and I think it was my winter shade, and I used to always use it. And now it's winter, I'm not sand anymore, which is weird. So now I just take like a flat concealer brush and I just mix the two. Just because I use this brush to apply it on my face. And this foundation is crazy. And it's really moisturizing. That's the thing. It's weird. It's not drying at all. I really want to test out the Maybelline, the Dewy Smooth, because I feel like the matte and poreless, will in a sense dry me out. But if you do have that foundation and you are on the drier side and you do recommend using it, please let me know so that I can try it out. So as you can see that it is darker than my face, but it does match my neck really well, and I just blend away. Like a workout. I use the same concealer, the Maybelline one, and I use a lot of this, and you'll see how much I use because I love the highlighting effect on it. Not so much of the coverage. The coverage one I like using sand, but like I said, they don't have it right now, so I use this mostly as highlighter. Sweep it up a little bit more, bring it down here, and that's a lot, but this is what I do. This is what you guys been asking, and I'm gonna show you. Okay, so after like blending for ages, I love blending, as I said, I do set it. And what I do with my setter, I love Maybelline, you don't even know. Like, I love, most of these stuff are drugstore. I think the only thing that's not drugstore is my mascara. Yeah, and depending what kind of lashes I like to use. So I use the Maybelline Fit Me, and I know there is a lighter shade. This is the second lightest. This is light, and there is one called Fair. I don't have it, and I keep forgetting to buy it every time I'm there at the store. But I mix it. I put this on just the lid there, and as you can see, this is like my face color. But when I do my baking, I mix it with baby powder, and I love it because it works. Face, it really gives you a flawless finish, and I do look crazy when I bake my face. Alright, so while that is baking, I like to go back to my eyes and blend out any mistakes or anything that needs to be added. And at this point, I try to figure out if I want to do liner or not. Usually I don't. I only do liner when I feel like it, and right now I don't really feel like it. So I don't know. I'm gonna do my lashes, and I'm really having a hard time what I want to use. Dodo lashes. These are in style D119, and use my coupon code R.JVCX makeup. These are bomb lashes. I tried these once and I really like them, but I don't know if I want to go for a natural or dramatic kind of look. But I will be right back once I find out what lashes I want. Okay, so I figured out what I want to use for my lashes, and these are the lashes from Shop Miss A, and I love that site. I just placed an order a few days ago, and I'm gonna wait for that to come. I did buy more lashes from there, so I do recommend these lashes. But these ones are by Cara Eyelashes, and these are in the style 805. These are really wispy. They are separated kind of, but these are really, I feel like they suit me. They put me together. You know, they're not too dramatic, they're not too natural, but I'm gonna do this off camera just because it does take me a long time. But as I am mentioning, I'm gonna use a mascara prior. This is the Elizabeth Arden Grand Entrance mascara. I'm gonna show you the wand because the wand is so this is the wand. It's like flat on one side and like all the bristles on the other side, and I'm just gonna apply the lashes. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, the lashes are now on. I'm going to dust away the baking. I'm gonna use this brush. I don't know, it's like a concealer brush, but I use it to like dust away because it really fits under the eyes. And this is from Shop Missy also, and this is from the AOA Studio line, and this is their high definition brush, F5 brush. So what I do is I just see how it like it's so flawless. Like it really just smooths everything out. Shade, I use a pencil brush, tap any excess, and I use that all over my lash line just to give some shadow. Sorry, I'm like getting so white. This just gives some, you know, transition. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put black eyeshadow in the waterline. So when I do that, I don't do this every day, but I really like the effect of it and like the way it looks. Sorry, another one that's not Drugstore. I use this MAC palette, and I use the black in here, and this is in this shade Carbon. Already set my face, just because I like to make sure that the powder is intact, it's not going to move. And so what I use is I use the Hard Candy Long Wear setting spray, and I just do a light mist, you know, nothing too crazy. I will go back with another setting spray to seal everything in. So with contour, I don't go too harsh, I don't go too light, but I do like some dimension in it. It's so dense, but it's not too stiff, it's not too soft that it's not gonna put any color, or it's not gonna even deposit any color. It's a really good brush, and it really fits into my cheekbones. And then I'm gonna bring up the color into my forehead just to make sure that everything is the same, and do the same on the other side. And then I'm going to use a lighter color, and I'm going to flip my brush horizontally, because you know how it was like this. Now I'm going to flip it like this and kind of bronze it. This is not usually the brush I use for bronzer, but I've been loving how this brush just is so versatile, and it works so good. The same powder that I used to bake, I'm going to use the same wedge, and I'm going to carve it out. Jasmine Hand on YouTube, and I really love how she did it on her clients, and I've been doing it on my clients, I'm doing it on myself, and it really gives you that straight, precise contour. And so I let that bake as well. And now on to brush. I'm going to use my BH Cosmetic, I think this is 126. I'm not sure if this was for blush or even contour, but either way, I really like it. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. This is the St. Lucia blush and bronzer. I'm going to use the blush, obviously. This is like a really shimmery pink, and I just like to dust it on my cheekbones. Highlighter is my favorite part. So first I'm going to use the Master Chrome Face Studio Metallic Highlighter, and this is in Molten Gold, I believe. Molten Gold. Yes. And I use the same line as Cosmetique. And this is the setting brush, like it's supposed to set like your under eyes or whatever, but I really like how fluffy it is, and how it fits right where my highlight is. So I'm gonna swirl it, tap any excess, and just place it. This is just the beginning of the highlight. So I just place it just to start off the highlight. But girl, you can use this alone and it's so beautiful. And then the second highlight that I'm going to use is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in Precious Petals, and this is so good. This is like a rose gold highlighter, and I like to just apply like my whatever second highlighter I'm going to use. I like to only focus it on the tops of my cheeks, just because, you know, like, look at that, look at it, it's so pretty. I love nose highlight, and just a little bit on my forehead, nothing too much. I don't really, you know, do that. With the e.l.f. makeup mist and set, I really love this. I always have a backup. I never run out because I love this setting spray. So now with the lips, I don't really like wearing lipstick. Sometimes I'll just go with chapstick, but today I do like wearing lip gloss just because I like how it looks on my lips. I'll either go with a clear gloss, but today I'm going to use the Essence XXL Shine Lip Gloss, and this is in the color Nude Kiss. This is like, not really nude, but it's nice. My lips, but better just glossy it, and I'm just gonna Alright, so this is the finished look. This is just a really simple but still smoky, you know, semi-smoky look, and I do like to do this every time I do my makeup. Like I said, when I don't do my makeup, but I like, you know, just want to look awake, I do the same face stuff but just mascara. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and this is one of my second videos, like a makeup video, like my first one. If you haven't seen my first one, I'm gonna link it down below. Make sure that you guys subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you guys know every time when I upload. I don't have a set schedule yet, but I'm still trying to figure out how this goes. Really hope you guys enjoyed and like this video. Give this video a big thumbs up so I know that you guys do enjoy these kind of talk through makeup tutorials and how I do my makeup. But yeah, see you guys next time.